Most people assume probate is something to avoid at all costs, but did you know there are times when probate isn't just necessary, it's actually the best tool to make sure your loved ones are protected, debts are handled properly, and assets distributed exactly the way you want. Today, I'm going to explain when probate is needed and how it can actually work to your advantage. I'm Chris Johnson, partner at Johnson McGinnis here in Hendersonville, Tennessee. I work with families every day to make sure their estates are handled correctly and efficiently. Let's start with the basics. Probate is required in certain situations. If the person who passed away, also known as the decedent, owned assets solely in their name, those assets generally must go through probate so the title or account can legally change hands. If there's a will, probate is usually required to validate it and appoint the executor or personal representative. This gives them the legal authority to gather assets, pay debts, and distribute property. If there's no will, or if there's uncertainty about who inherits, probate ensures the court determines the rightful heirs. And if there are creditor claims, taxes, or disputes amongst heirs, probate provides a structured legal process to resolve those issues. So while many people want to avoid probate, it's not always a bad thing. Sometimes it's the safest and most reliable way to handle an estate. So how do we use probate strategically? Here's where probate can actually work to your advantage. Handling creditors. Probate ensures that valid debts are paid and protects heirs from false claims. Funding trusts for a spouse or special needs beneficiary. Sometimes a will creates a testamentary trust for a surviving spouse or a child with special needs. Probate allows that trust to be funded in a controlled, legal manner. Sometimes we want to ensure clear title. Real estate or business interests held solely in the decedent's name often require probate to transfer ownership legally with real estate. This can be particularly helpful if clear title has not been established. Take, for example, Mrs. Smith. She passed away and left a will naming her spouse and children. She owned real estate and bank accounts solely in her name. Probate was necessary to validate her will, appoint the executor, gather the assets, and fund a supplemental needs trust for her spouse. The supplemental needs trust protected the spouse's inheritance and ensured her wishes were carried out. So remember, probate isn't always something to avoid. In fact, it can be a strategic and necessary step to ensure assets are handled properly, creditor issues are resolved, and your loved ones are protected. If you're dealing with an estate now or planning your own and want to understand how probate might play a role, give us a call. I'm Chris Johnson with Johnson McGinnis in Hendersonville, and my team can help you navigate probate or design a plan to minimize unnecessary probate in the future. Don't wait. Let's make sure your family and your assets are protected. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to helping you with your plan with confidence.